some of you might be aware, or you're just waking up and maybe you didn't hear about this before you went to bed last night. But apparently there was according to NBC Washington, an American airline flight and a military helicopter collided and crashed Wednesday night into the Potomac River near Reagan National Airport. When I heard this, the first thing went through my mind. Now, all thoughts are all lies, right? So I don't know if this is true or not. But I thought about the DEI. Was the aircraft traffic controller people DEI people? Was the pilot on American Airlines DEI people? I thought of DEI right away, and I'm sure most Americans did. Here is the first soundbite, a little information on this from Fox News.
Good morning, Todd and Ashley. We are awaiting a press conference at 7:30 this morning at Reagan National Airport, which will remain closed until at least 11 a.m. this morning. That from officials at the airport. This is still a very active search and rescue operation ongoing. I'm going to have Yassine pan over to show you some of the 300 first responders that are busy in the freezing temperatures of the Potomac River after just before 9 p.m. last night. American Airlines, this is what we know. A jet with 64 people aboard, including the crew, collided with that U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter with 3 soldiers on board, including both pilots. That airliner was attempting to land on runway 33 at Reagan National Airport. Behind me, it was just moments away from landing. This collision taking place between 200 and 400 feet.
Amazing. Can't you just see it? I bet you everybody wanted right away with these DEI air traffic. Remember when they were hiring the DEI air traffic controllers and they were getting rid of the white men who were pilots in the Air Force and all that in the military, and they were hiring these blacks. Now, I don't know if this is a DEI case. I don't know yet. And we may not ever know, but I don't know. So I can hear right now the pilot from American Airlines, air traffic control, this is flight number 441, coming in from wherever. Where do I land? Oh, wait a minute, baby, let me see. Let me look out the window, because I can't read this board, baby. I'm a DEI. Okay, look like over there in that lane, landing road. Ain't nobody over there. Go over there. And then he crashes and, oh, baby, I'm sorry, that was the wrong lane. Lord have mercy. What a mess, huh? So I don't know if it's DEI. And then I do remember not the last time I flew, but recently I took a flight and they had a black female pilot. Thank God she was like the co-pilot, the assistant pilot. And then they had a white man flying it, a pilot. I'm like, thank you, God. It's a mess, folks, but don't worry. Donald Trump appears to be cleaning it up, taking care of business. So it's a mess. CEN has a map that explains the layout of the plane journey. Watch this from CNN News 18.
It's helpful to have an idea of how this all lays out. If you've been to D.C., the Capitol, the White House, all that's up here. The Pentagon's up here. So to give you a little lay of the land, that's north up there. Pete's been talking all evening about the runway they were originally headed for. That's this one right through here. They did not go that way. They diverted off to come in on this one over here, which is a different runway. That's the direction they were coming in from to land at this very busy airport. If you look at Flight Radar 24, you can also see the tracking on this plane of where it was coming in over this way. We've had witnesses over here talk about seeing the plane and seeing it turn so they could see the whole belly of the plane at one point. We have witnesses up here who've told us on air about seeing the accident. So this is the area we're talking about. The river is not terribly wide here. This plane was actually truly within seconds of touching down when all this happened. The type of plane, this is not the plane, but it's the type of plane, typically has 2x2 seating inside. This is a configuration. When it comes into land, it's going to be at maybe 150 miles an hour, to put it in road terms. Pete can check on that for us. I'm sure he probably knows right off the top. The Black Hawk helicopter we're talking about, also capable of speeds like that and more. We have no idea though, because a helicopter can also be moving quite slowly. This is a 12 to 13,000 pound vehicle. So the collision, the kinetic energy of that, absolutely immense. And we've talked an awful lot about the notion of the water down here. When we talk about the current is flowing this way, the Potomac and the Anacostia River coming together. So fairly strong current pushing down this way. And as Brian noted, a lot of counter currents, but the water temperature, yeah, that's a huge issue here. The Coast Guard would put survival, we talk about your ability to do anything, swimming or anything like that, that's usually limited to 10, 15 minutes before your muscles, your brain really struggles to function well in that kind of cold. And the Coast Guard puts survival overall at maybe an hour and a half. So we're past twice that amount of time already.
Amazing. What a mess. What a mess. We'll see what happens. I have taken those small planes like that from I would fly from LA into another smaller town, city, and then I'll have to take one of those little planes like that into DC, Ronald Reagan's airport, over and over and over again over the years. So I know exactly how they're made on the inside, what they look like. What a mess. So hopefully we'll find more details about it and see if it would find out, would know if it was DEI or something else went wrong. According to CNN, air traffic control gave the plane the okay to land. And I think they had 60 people on there, something like that, on the plane. 64 people, which included the stewardess, the flight stewardess, and the pilots. What a mess.